incense to purify the space. It comes from the Palo Santo tree. Now, you can use it to purify your aura and yourself. So yesterday we were talking about cleansing. So I want us to go deeper on this topic, cleansing. Alright, when we cleanse, we are cleansing what? The energy centers. Now, we've spoken about the energy centers. Momiling, there are 7 physical energy centers, the chakras. Then on the etheric body, right, which is the body including the corporal body kinama, right, and then the auric body combined, it creates now the etheric body. Now, outside of the 7 chakras, we have 5 other energy centers which create now this etheric body. Now, we are dealing with cleansing from two contexts, attachments and blockages, right? We've got blockages and attachments. We have to understand the difference between the two. One is self-imposed, one is done to you, right? One is self-imposed, one is done to you. What do I mean? So, it then attaches to you. That is now. So attachments are things that are sent to you. They are imposed on you through what? Spiritual work done. They attach to an energy center. That's why sometimes right? It will then attach to what? The sacral chakra. Nah? Yes, some of you now you've been dealt with in such a way where you lose your mind. So this energy attaches to your crown chakra. Then you lose your mind. Some of you so something has been done to you such that ube novalo, right? This constant fear, it then attaches to what? The heart chakra. So these are attachments. Then blockages. Blockages are self-imposed through what? The perceptions we hold, through the actions we engage in. Actions being things you do, right, both in the physical and in the spiritual sense. They block the energy center. They block the energy center. So the context of cleansing for the two is different. In blockages, you can do all the cleanses you want, right? If you do not acknowledge that you took a decision to abort, for example, right? Then you find that you're struggling to have kids. Yes, because there's a blockage here in this area as a result of you having decided to take an abortion. So our ritual involves what? Acknowledgement of our guilt or our fault or our actions, right? So showing true intent in terms of what? Us wanting to purge this energy. So blockages require admission. Right? So it's not just about the cleanse, it's also about the sincerity in the process of dealing with the blockage. Attachments, on the other hand, they require a different type of process. We need to fool the energy such that we know that, okay, energy never dies, right? Energy is just transferred. So we need to engage in a process of energy transmutation. Sidinga ukuthatha lesilwane lesi from this energy point into another energy point and then throw it away, right? That's why the purges there. So sidinga manza move. So it's important to understand what you're doing in terms of cleanse. Are we dealing with a blockage or are we dealing with an attachment? Two different things, right? So some of you have been cleansing for abortions, for example, for the longest time. Nothing is happening. Why? Because you do not understand the depth of the fact that you are dealing with a self-imposed blockage, right? And now you are moving more from context of being the victim. So you are moving more from that context. Your heart is not pure. It's not where we need it to be in terms of purity. So we've created videos on this topic, cleansing for abortions, cleansing for miscarriages. So this is a new product we have. This is clove water plus cinnamon. It's 20 Rand in store for us. Very powerful concoction. For those of you who know cloves, when you cut this video, you'll show them whole cloves next time. Whole cloves. In here we make whole cloves with cinnamon, and then we make the water with still water. This is powerful as an antioxidant, antifungal. Antibacterial, helps to boost immune system, great at digestion issues. You wouldn't consume a lot of it, like half a cup. Some of you consume clove water in the morning, you know what I'm talking about. It's great for also vaginal health, also boosting sex drive. It's great if you've got odor issues, body odor. Nah? So 20 Rand for clove water. You can buy it from us in store. This is our new product that will be on the shelf in the next couple of days. I love the gold tone near the water. Nah? Creates a nice gold tone. It's just cloves and cinnamon plus still water, which we process ourselves here at the warehouse. Sure. Do we have questions?
Yes, we have questions. We have two. We have Dimiko or hi Nkulu. Please advise if it's important to consult first before buying herbs. Then we have Dipu or feeling as if I'm in another world or another planet. My sleep, and what would be the cure or to be done?
Okay. Okay. I think the first port of call, when you say do you need to consult before you buy herbs, it depends on what you're doing, like why you want to buy herbs. Is it a health problem? If it is a health problem, then perhaps you come in and you talk to the people, they'll then know how to navigate you. Maybe we need to sit down, or no, here are herbs you can work with. But before doing that, perhaps start here. Set up the blue and the yellow candle for yourself. Set up 2 glasses of water. Now, before taking action, needing to get confirmation from an external party. I'm an external party, right? Yes, I may be the subject matter expert, right? But I'm an external party to who? Your bloodline. Again, I'm an external party. So I'll always reference you back to going to communicate with your people. So we set up, we then call upon Mangelo Yakhanya from your mother and father's side. We've spoken in detail around why we do neutrality as opposed to surnames. We do neutrality on the basis, in the case that there are issues around surnames, it bypasses that. We then call them by their true essence, Mangelo Yakhanya. Therefore, they must vibrate at that vibration, right? Some of you will say, but nothing is happening. Maybe it's because of the way you're calling upon them. Maybe they're in low vibration, alpha state, right? They're in the alpha state. We need to call upon those that are in the omega state. Okay, cool. So, Tobela Ramasedi, kibitsa wena le mangelo e a ka ganya ga bomme ga bontate. Ke na le takatso ya hore ke ye ko thola dipheko regarding the problem now you've mentioned, right? I've got an interest in going to get herbs to deal with a particular problem. Now I'm not too sure if I should consult first, right? Get assistance from the person that is there, that is the expert, right? Or should I just go there and get something specific as per your guidance? I seek guidance from you as my guides. Do that first. Once you've done that, then that should give you context as to how to lead, right? Okay, then let's go to question 2. Oreng kanaki o oreng ofilang kare
Ugo planet different.
Yeah. Olorang kare.
Yes. Or feeling as if I was in another planet or on. Yeah, or feeling like I was in another world or planet on my sleep, and what would be done would be cure or to be done.
Oh wait, what would be the cure from that?
Yes.
No, but we are multidimensional and you're conscious of your multidimensional nature. So there is no cure. This is who you are. Remember, we are the light, right? And if we're moving at the speed of light, the speed of light can move you in between dimensions in the flash of a moment, 300,000 meters per second. That is the speed of light. So you can be here and okay, let's talk about this. When they say 3 wise men from the east, they're referring to Orion's belt, right? The 3 stars that show up in the east during what? That time period when Jesus was born. Remember, it's astrological. You can go do this research. Now, consciousness here higher was transposed from that star system, the Orion star system, to here. What happened? There was a vessel prepared to house the light body, yeah, Jesus, and it received the light here, and then a portal, the mother, gave birth to him, right? So Luana, you are doing those type of things. Your consciousness is moving between the multidimensional spaces that your vessel is in. We all have, so when you're dreaming, you're in essence moving between the different multidimensional states. Dreams are literal in that sense. Dreams are literal in that sense. When they say multi-dimensional universe, again, it's quantum in nature. What do we mean? It's quantum in nature, meaning this. It's a quantum equation, meaning it's all happening at the same time. All permutations. So all potential outcomes are happening at the same time. So in a reality where you've decided to say yes, there's a reality where you've decided to say no. Because we need to see how both will play out at the same time. We're not gonna wanna wait for another moment to see how the no will play out. So it's just that some of us are not conscious of the multidimensional nature. Some are very conscious, and they are then doing what? Astral projecting, right? Moving through the dimensions. So you are not sick. For you to say perhaps you need a cure, I wouldn't say you are sick. I would say perhaps you need to discover, then you need to conversate with your people about the travels that you are on astrally. Well, okay, do you have more questions?
Yeah, Malili, I don't know if it's a question, but hi Mkulu, my husband sees me as a beast.
Yeah, everyone has the inner beast. Everyone back. Everyone back. Right? We in essence have 12 dimensions or 12. So somewhere out there, you're a certain type of beast. Yes, everyone back. That is true. That is true. And this is why Rona we can shapeshift. Some people can shapeshift here in the physical, some shapeshift in the spiritual. Some will tell you about how they dream of themselves as certain beasts, certain animals, certain entities, certain deities, right? So yes, everyone unabulwane bakhe. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just sometimes here in the conscious reality, most people don't quite understand that thing, right? So that's why, Baron, some people, when you look at them, you see a snake, right? Some people, when you look at them, you see a lion. Some people, so there are those people who carry this energy, and this energy comes forward. And then now, obviously, you'll be judged, right? You'll be seen as this demonic thing, but it's because they don't understand. They don't understand, but this is the nature of the game sometimes. Let's go for a quick ad break. Let's talk about these. This is hawthorn, hawthorn bark crushed into a powder. Hypertensive, this is great for you if you've got high blood pressure. If you're dealing with issues around the heart and the heart muscle is fragile, this is great for you, right? If you've got heart failure, if you've got blocked arteries. Remember, we spoke about how the heart is a vortex energy generator. So if you've got heart failure, it means you're not generating enough energy to do what? To raise your electromagnetic field, to do what? Tap into the light body. That's why some people, when they are not connected enough from a spiritual context and they need to connect, one of the health issues that will manifest in the physical are heart problems. Heart problems. And then hawthorn is also great at lowering cholesterol. It's also great for dealing with toxins in the blood. It's gonna flush out toxins in the blood. Hawthorn capsules will cost you 210 right here from us at CMOS Africa. It's nothing else but the herb in the capsule shell, crushed into powder, slotted into the capsule shell, and then you can take in excess, meaning if your heart failure is severe, you can take 4 capsules a day. Literally, you can take this in large quantities to help you recover better. It works really well in combination with cayenne pepper. So these two will be great for someone who is hypertensive and as a result they're dealing with issues around the heart. Hawthorn. Do we have any more questions?
Just the very same person when I was the beast thing, or yes, how do I fight all this thing?
No, but why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting who you are? This is the thing, right? The problem let's talk here. The nature of the prison planet. This is a prison planet. We are stuck in the firmament, right? Lower realms, third dimension. Now, our goal here is that our consciousness is transposed from higher realms to this realm so that we can learn certain things. The reason we are in the firmament is so that we can firm our minds, right? the mind is not in the physical body, it's outside, right? Now, our goal is to do what? Our goal is soul evolution, right? Light body ascension. Light body ascension. So, we then come here and connect with the physical plane such that we are now trapped by earthly things. We are trapped by earthly things. So when things outside of the scope of what is supposedly normal happens to us, we assume we have demonic possession, or we assume there's a problem with us.
Fatibo, what are you more happy? Just commented, well, there's no peace at home. We fight like cats and dogs. He's not attracted to me anymore.
Oh, okay. In that sense, I think you should have started there, that you and your husband lied. So when you say he sees you as a monster, it's not necessarily so perhaps like he has a distaste for her now, or some feeling. Okay, fine. My suggestion is here, start here, go to saying here, in the case that perhaps when now I understand. It happens sometimes that, remember, energy attachments, right? Sometimes an attachment is sent to the energy of your union, right? Two hearts together create what? This intertwined energy. So our electromagnetic fields will intertwine and create a singular plane where we meet halfway. So sometimes you and your husband, where you meet halfway, someone can attach an energy that is about separating the two of you, right? That is so that's Schizo. Schizo says in different ways, right? Still link her to the sacral. Perhaps that's why I saw Robalelo and I see an interest in Robalelo because maybe when I listen on Schizo. But I say engage here in the candles, talk to your people. Because it could be Schizo induced by people, right? Trying to separate you and your partner, or it could be your people separating you from your partner. Then we'd need to have conversation about things like, are you and him married properly, right? Kasich. So that we can also introspect and not always push out blame to other people and assume that it is other people who've done us dirty. So set up blue, yellow candle, put a white one in the middle, 2 cups of water, call upon God. What's her name?
Lee Matala.
Lee Matala.
Yes.
Okay. Tobela Ramasedi. Ke Lee Matala. Ke bitsa wena le mangelo a ka ganya ga bomme la ga bontate ka he ke le mo ke tlo kopa wisdom le guidance bo go le bontate mogolo ka mo lapeng re shebane le thata mabapileng le nyalo la ka le monna wa ka a sang rata. He sees me as a monster, and I feel like there is something wrong between nna le yena from a spiritual context. Jwale ke nyaka o tseba hore ke eng actually bothata between nna le yena. Ke kgopela le mfetlheretse, and if go na le bothata and I need to take action, ke hloka direction as to how to take action, where to take action. Rakwa. So do this prayer over a 9-day cycle, and then see what type of answers you get. The answers will come through dreams. The answers will come maybe through the energy between you and your husband settling down so that you and him can have conversation. Because it's difficult sometimes to have conversation linking towards issues of this nature when the energy is like your boiler, the energy that's trying to separate you in a right? So we dim it through this prayer process. While dimming it, then you and your husband can have deep conversation. Once again, I think we need to take action around looking into our situation. I think something has been done to us spiritually. Now, this is the issue sometimes about cheating, right? Because some people, they cheat with people who are intent on keeping them for themselves, and therefore they then go get declared this person's union with the other party. So then this party will then start to do weird things to you, right? That's the problem with sleeping with exes, because exes want you back so desperately, and maybe you've moved on, and in you having moved on, when how you your ex we prepare such that when how to link so what you have right now. So Lee, this is why we engage in this process, to get the clarity from your people, right? To see if they say, okay, let's fight for this situation. Okay. Okay, anything else?
Diniko or okay Nkulu, but can't I just use a white candle? Why is the blue and yellow candle important?
Okay, for me, the blue and the yellow candle, one, it signifies the difference in the two parties, right? One. We want to represent both parties. So for me, the blue represents feminine. Feminine for me, again operating more from what? The water-based context, again operating more from what? The prophecy context, right? So these are water-based energies that bring us closer to purity. The yellow represents Ra, Ramasedi, the masculine. Kibona di ngakachupe, Raban. This brings us closer to the light here in the physical plane. So we need to signify both parties that it is the union of the two that brings together the light or the life, which is you, the white candle. You are the white candle, right? So this is why we use all three. By the way, this is not the standard. If you feel white works for you, run with white. No problem, right? Run with white. But if you've got identity issues, you must show recognition to all parties. This is why we then do both candles. Nah? This is why we do 2 bowls of water or 2 cups of water. This is why we operate under this context of balance, because these two energies are yet to be fused together. We fuse them together how? Through the rituals that are engaged in when 2 parties come together in marriage so that they can then have kids, right? Okay, sure.
Then we have Male or my brother. What can I use to cleanse and boost my luck and cut off all soul ties?
Okay, Iskunga would be good for that. Iskunga, nah? We've got a herb called Iskunga. When you cut the video, you'll just overlay it, right? Iskunga, it's a wild grass. It's good for factory reset. Nah, so utokalaka cleanse Iskunga. This will then basically send you back to factory reset. Iskunga clear salt, right? Why? Because the clear salt will absorb this energy into it. Then you will go spill this water outside the yard somewhere. So this energy must be thrown away somewhere. Okay, great. So ispruma, clear salt, and then you engage in the cleanse. The most important part is the communication. Again, we communicate using the candles to talk to our guides, and we want to cleanse both masculine and feminine. Some of you have identity issues, and in you having identity issues, the parties use different modalities in terms of the spiritual work, right? Like I said, for me, for me, the prophets, kadiwash, crystals, right? So now, these 2 parties sometimes have 2 different ideologies. This is why sometimes we'll use this washo that's mixed in nomut, right? Then what will you do? After doing the cleansing espruma, you will then get iswasho uting, or you'll then get umkoka seed. Now you'll overlay all of these. Umkoka seed, black-eyed bean. It will do what? Umkoka, sisusalo umkoka, this dark energy from you. We want to also connect you with ancestral blessings. Nah? So shift umkoka, connect you with ancestral blessings. You will then use that with iswasho uting, or in combination over a 9-day cycle. Cleanse Yaskunga will be 1 day, right? You will obviously, before going, prepare yourself for the cleanse, prepare your guides through prayer. This is the first part. Even before leaping to coming here to us to come by, you will tell them you were given advice around getting these herbs so that you can cleanse. Are they in agreement? If they are in agreement, you will get the green light and then you'll come. You'll buy yourself clear salt, you'll buy yourself mkoka seed, you'll buy yourself isprunga, you'll buy yourself, what's this? Iswash, utingo. If isprunga asiko, you'll buy yourself umapipa. Umapipa raklakola kayona. It's also known as bouquenote. Nah? Red bark. Nah? It's got this red tone to it, the bark itself. Yes, so the salt lima pipa will be used in combination for factory reset. Spiritual husband, right? Factory reset, soul and soul ties. We want to send you back to factory reset, but now this creates issues. All the things that you have done huitisa, right? Now will also be shifted. This is why we then come koka, we then come kaswasho utim. This is the first basis, right? Even before city, we're going to engage in much deeper rituals, perhaps batopata, whatever they do, right? Some of you are not linked much with that, but we can start kam koka seed, let's wash, routine, to raise your vibration. Then, As you go, you will know how to navigate. But the most important part is this. After each cleanse, come back to communicate with them. Tell them, so Fedite, you've done the cleanse. You hope everything went well. You need a sign. You are preparing to do the next thing. Then you do the next thing, come back, communicate with them simultaneously. So every ritual, it operates in threes. Rabecha. After Rabecha, re-engage in the ritual. After engage in the ritual, we come back to get confirmation. We've done the ritual. Are they happy with everything that we've done? We need confirmation. Threes, right? Okay, sure. Let's go for a quick ad break. Nah, siswasho uthini vele. Nah, let them give you coca seed, please. Ask them to give you coca seed, quick. He says siswasho uthini. Right? Let's read the benefits. Enhances luck. You become more lovable. You are respected. You are shown pair. It removes this trait. So it raises your vibration. And the reason we call it Utingo is because it balances the 7 chakras. Utingo is a rainbow, right? So it balances the energy centers. Why? Because we want to remove blockages, right? A blockage on the energy center means that that chakra will be imbalanced. So we want to remove blockages. That's why the spanaka swasho uting. Then you will mix it with some coca seed. Now, in combination, these two will create a powerful spiritual tool for you to raise your vibration. But like our coca seed just now, this swasho uting will cost you 100 rand. Nah? Okay. Nice. Do you have any more questions? Okay,
Yeah.
Hold on, let's pause it. Yeah, both. Good, thanks. Okay. Here, coca seed. Black eye bean. Nah? Black eye bean. As the term suggests, coca, right? We want to move the curse, the generational curse, or what might be a generational curse, an attachment to your ancestral bloodline's energy, such that you constantly re-manifest certain misfortunes. So this would be good if you've had issues around, you've been raped before, for example, you've been molested before, for example, someone in the family has died under violent crime, for example, right? Or you are prone to bad luck from certain things like that constantly repeat. Most of the time, you'll find that people who've been raped once, unfortunately, they'll then unfortunately find that they keep experiencing molestation, for example, right? So we need to cleanse and purge this energy. Even though it's sensitive, these are things we must be conscious of, Bafet. We must be conscious of this. Okay, great. Umkoka will go well with this washo utimo. This will also align you with your ancestral blessings. Umkoka seed 100 gram at the 60 rand. Okay, sure.
Nali taxi 04 kitsonya kimo ya bloating, back pains, etc. I pray and I do all that is required or that is requested, but still.
Okay. Now I then ask you this: what is your prayer location? One, do you pray at home? If so, maybe go out now. For me, I feel the energy centers, the pain is coming from the energy centers not being balanced, right? So perhaps you need to go out into nature to go and engage in things that will balance your energy. Two, perhaps you need to communicate with your people around. What are the things that will assist me to raise vibration? If you feel that they are not responding, then trial and error. You come and you buy yourself maybe swasho utingo. You come and you buy yourself coca seed. You come and you buy yourself isambu, right? These are 3 herbs or 3 herbal blends that you can use to assist you to connect limangelo ya khawagan, right? Utlobeha. Why? Because I get it, you did not get the confirmation. Uyabiga mbiza niningelo sizame zokukhanyisa khabo mama neza khabo baba, 2 cups of water, right? Njengoba likunila I've got this challenge around this constant discomfort on my body, bloating, constipation, back pain. Now, I'm calling upon you as my guide. I went and purchased these herbs that I was advised on because I've been trying. I am quite engaged in the process, but I see that nothing is quite happening in my favor. So I'm going on a process of trial and error to balance my energies, right? Also, this now means listening to your spirit, because your spirit will tell you that, okay, this will work for me or not. Even now, while listening to what I'm saying and what I'm advising, it's either one of two things are happening. It's ringing that yes, I gotta get it, or nah, you're not really feeling it. So follow that feeling, right? And then if you're not feeling it, try other things. Try other things. So sometimes literal now we have to be proactive in our attempts. But proactive doesn't mean hop around dingaka, right? Proactive means try things at home that will serve you. Communicate with your people in different spaces. Change the environments. So change the alchemical formula, change the metaphysical formula, change the rituals and the processes you are using. It's a science, this thing, and you're a scientist, you're a spiritual scientist. So your goal is to figure out solutions to the problems you're having. The best way, Vela, normally is to link with what works best with your bloodline. Some of you don't know your bloodline history enough, right? And therefore this creates issues for you. So I also then say call upon them neutrally, especially because nothing is happening. You call upon them neutrally because maybe there's issues around your identity and you don't know it, right? Okay, sure.
I was hijacked, so will those beings help? So
yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes. Talk to your guys, set up the candles. I was on a live stream. You need to talk to your people about everything. Some of you feel that you can't talk to everything, every little detail, no matter how stupid you think it is, because it is a conversation with higher masculine, higher feminine. And then when both energies, they confirm, you move at the speed of light. So it means you are doing light work. Right? Yes, you talk to them. I was on a live stream earlier. I got to see Umkoka. Why? Because maybe it's a sign from your people saying to you that, Tina, we were giving you a sign on certain things. So it's not in essence bad luck, but more so that we wanted to wake you up on certain things. So that's why you communicate with them. Yes, sometimes it is like an energy, right? Remember, blockages, attachments, right? Self-imposed blockages, attachments sent to you, right? Energetically. So this is why we communicate. If they then give you the green light, you come through and you get yourself from kokasidu spanakawa, rachirelej. Then what do we do? If let's say in that act there was a gun, nah? Or there was a knife, there was a violent weapon, you take the knife, right? Not everyone has access to guns, nah? Or you take a bullet. In the water, you're going to drop a bullet, you're going to drop the seeds, right? This bullet, you're going to write on there, stop. Nah? With a marker, right on there, stop, right? What is our goal? We want to stop the energy of the bullet that's trying to pierce your skin. Or you'll take a knife, close it. Literally, you'll have it open and then you'll close it before putting it in the water. Rakwan, then you take the seeds, you drop them in there, waken our foot. Right? Same thing. If we know we are fighting, we open the knife. Alright? Okay, cool. Sure.
That lady or Nari, the husband sees her as a beast, or do you recommend any herbs she can buy?
No, why do you want to go in that direction first? Because now you want to engage in something that's gonna fuck you over even more. What happens if your husband finds the cards or not? If he finds them, he's going to kill you. Why? Because it is not aligned with you. So the first step, even before because this situation is dangerous, even before you engage your people first. Start here first. I will not put your life at risk by telling you to come get Umuti that will then control him, that will then tame Mulagawake, that will then adjust him. I will not give you things like that. That's not how I navigate. Because if he catches you, you're fucked. Trust me on that one. You're fucked. You and him need to engage in a process that aligns. And I understand it's uncomfortable, right? Because you're going through hell right now. So take my advice when I tell you, talk to your people first. They will give you directive. Okay, and they will take you to the person, or okay, right? Or yes, mohlomong o na le Jesu, tlamehile re mthuse hore a tile ka Jesu. O jitse keng ke nyatse ya hae. They will give you directive. What you do not want to do is to engage. Most of the times, this is what the couples are doing. I deal with this all the time. Don't come see me if you don't have your husband there. One, if you're married, right? Yes, under sensitive circumstances, perhaps where he's estranged and so on, then come. But I will not give you muti to bring him back like that. I will work you such that you are in the vibration where he can come back 100. Why? Because battle bulaya ba, waban. Okay, great. So if your people want you to bring him back, they will lead you in the right direction as to how to bring him back. Where now we can protect you. So if you want herbs to protect yourself, then let's talk. Then let's talk. If that's what you want, drop me a thumbs up. Then we can talk. I hore ditlhare tse tlo bereka mo wena le ena gore dilo di be hantle. No. Why? Because what if Vele, you and him are not meant to be together? That's why I then asked you, are you and him married properly?
Yeah, they're married properly.
That's it.
Malobo.
Okay, then if that's the case, then talk to the people. Then. Tell them what's happening. Even before to engage Adikar. Don't be too quick to try and fight for your marriage, Kadikar, because it might be the end of you. You understand? Don't be too quick. Why? Because both parties, remember free will, right? Free will is also important. He needs to be conscious of the fact that we're engaged in a ritual to fight for our marriage. If he doesn't want to fight for it, you're going to be fucked. You understand? If your people then see her, okay, no, so we need to remonte, they will then lead you. You will then tell me, you got confirmation. Then we work. Because then I understand, okay, no, this is as per guidance from Mangeloi. No, we're dealing with a situation where he's been infiltrated. We need to work him valid. So that Atlanta Sebam can send so no problem. One. Okay, cool. Nothing else. Okay, let's go ad break. That's fine. Okay, detox. Eluferox. Now, this is a herb you can use to detox in combination with, oh, no, let's go back. What's her name?
Her name is...
Yes. Let's go back. What's her name? I know now.
Lee Matlala.
Ma?
Lee Matlala.
Ah, okay. Lee, it's all how. There are two issues here at play. One, you are supposed to be navigating your calling and you're not navigating your calling. So what is happening? An issue between Wanalimunahao. So when you want to ride off into the sunset with your husband and negate the fact that you've got a calling that you need to navigate, you will not be at peace up until you navigate your calling. Two, when there are issues around the way you guys got married. Yes, because there is a party that is too religious in the way they navigated, and therefore none of the traditional dynamics were engaged in properly. Confirm whether yay or nay with me, then we go some more. If I'm on the money. If you think I'm on the money, then we can continue. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, just someone was asking something they were asked. They was asked in the session, but I email them, how do I connect or talk to my ancestors?
Okay. My process is normally this, as a start point for those who have no process whatsoever. Give me minutes, I've got more for her. As a start process, blue, yellow, 2 cups of water. Why do we do this? We balance feminine and masculine. Put blue on the left and then yellow on the right. This is the start process. By the way, this is not the standard, meaning it's not the be all and end all. 5 more minutes, I'm waiting for Lee. It's not the be all and end all, but I'm giving you this as a start point for those who have nothing. So, blue, yellow, 2 cups of water. Then when you pray, you call upon Umdali, you call upon Ramasedi, your God creator, right? You then call upon your guardian angels from your mother's side and your father's side. I suggest neutrality. Why? Because the neutrality bypasses potential surname issues. It bypasses potential surname issues. Okay, great. Then we call upon Mangiloya Khanya Khabum Mela Khabuntate re ba bitsa ka tlasa kganya ke bitsa mangelo a kganya a ga bomme la ga bontate, right? O bitsa le Ramasedi. Then you tell them, I'm here to connect with you, bonkgono le bontatemogolo. I'm on the process of learning how to communicate nani. I will be engaging you guys in this fashion over the next 9 days. Please give me a sign if you are content with the way I'm communicating with Lilena. Right? I need a sign so that then now I can get the confidence and establish this understanding, yeah, what works best for my connection, Lillian. Simple, right? This is what you will do over the next 9 days, and then it will develop. How will it develop? Hey, burn us some Palo Santo. Hey, pour us some tea. She's selling pep. Toleli pep maroma, reshoka sniff. Let him on. You understand? Like it will develop. Right? Now, its development won't always be through dreams and they show you and they give you clear pictures. Sometimes it will be gut feeling, right? Sometimes you need to listen to your gut feeling. I hope this gives you clarity, nah? Shout out. Is Lee back? I need Lee.
She's not here. Here. And then we have Kenji. Kenji Nkulu. I feel my life is in danger. I don't know how to protect myself.
In danger from what?
Not clear.
Okay, wazothola umuthi obomvu na umkhokha na umuthi obomvu nomkhokha na, and then uhlofutha kawona over the next 9 days, right? Before usebenzisa uzobika bantu abadala. Yes. Oh. There's a location you're in, this location where you stay in, you've got issues between you and family members. And these issues that you guys are having are quite dangerous because lebakan newa yasidim. There lebakan or mahlat atlang hubadim. Now, as the heir to the throne, you need to understand the dynamics you navigate under, because these people, in essence, the reason they want to put your life at risk is because bafuna ukuthola lamandla lawa. Why? Because they can't get access direct to Sidim because body to go on, right? So what do you need to do? You need to now raise your vibration and tap in and connect, because they know exactly once you are connected, they can do nothing, and such that they can't do anything to you. Now, the problem here is that you are taking too long to connect with your power. And this is why you are at risk. So everything is being done to try and disconnect you from connecting with your power. If you confirm with what I'm saying, then let me know. Then we can go on some more. Then we can talk about the role of the heir to the throne. There's no throne that is not under contention, that is not under dispute. That every single throne is always being fought for. And then now, because the throne is handed over ancestrally, generation by generation, there are those who feel they deserve it over the individual that is truly chosen. You understand? Then they will do things like trying to attack the person. So when you are supposed to be connected such that they can lead you to then do what? Engage in rituals that will connect you to Namandla wako. So you need to go to your ancestral home. Right? There's a place where you need to go, where I think they've been telling you about going that you've not gone to for whatever reason. I don't know why you are not going. It's time to go, because the moment you ground there. Okay. The moment you ground there and you step on that location, it's going to do something to your vibration. Now, this vibration will then connect you namandla wako. So when your fragility is in you not being conscious of who you are. So it's not about coming here to get umutotile. It's more about connecting with ubkosi bako. You understand? Your people will guide you on that. So my suggestion, go to your ancestral home without telling anyone. Do not converse with family members, because it is family members who want this thing. It is family members who want this thing, but it is not their destiny to have this thing. It is not their destiny, it is your destiny as the heir to the throne, because you will know what to do with this thing. Okay, one more ad break before we go. Okay, if you have pumpkin and it's full blown, right, and now your skin is now blowing out, show them like severe eczema or severe skin issues as a result of full blown AIDS, right? You'll consume orally, you'll apply on the skin, right? Let me read here. Antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, traditionally used to treat skin diseases, wounds, fever, right? Helps to treat digestive issues. The latex is sometimes used to heal cuts and infections. Jadrofa. This will cost you 120 for the herb. Now you can buy it from us at either one of our stores. Is Lee back? Because I have to go now before...
Yes, Lee is back. Cool. I'm not sure if you answered me when I asked what to use for this dispute between my husband.
No, I told you. Okay, great. I did respond to you, Lee. I said to you, you're supposed to be navigating your calling, but you've chosen to ride off into the sunset with your husband. They are now coming in to create issues between you and your husband because you are negating the fact that there are things you need to attend to from a spiritual context linking to your calling. Confirm with me whether you're your name. I've got 2 more minutes before I have to go. I need you to confirm. 1. 2, there's an issue around the way you and him got married, right? Why? Because somewhere there between the two parties, there are those who operate too religiously. So there are certain things that were done and certain things that you guys thought, nah, these are not linking to my religious belief. Therefore, you and him did not connect properly. Khontsha magadi fela is not a complete union. Tlamele le ntshe magadi, then le hlabise ka mo le ka mo. Ha le hlabisa go a begiwa. Ko gae ko plekeng ya go bolela le badimo. Both parties go a begiwa gore ke yo mokete wa tswa molekane wa hae ke yo o tlile o tlo mtseya. Ke ile le hlakore la bona mo ba hlabisitseng ba lo bega gore ba tla ba tlo tseya molekane wa bona ba o tseya. O fihle ka kwa ba o bege ka kwa, same thing. You understand? So if these 3 rituals were not done, then the union is not coming together properly. And therefore, obviously, since unamakehla wena, natlamele abe also engaged the dynamic linking to amakehla wako. So you will not ride off into the sunset if you are negating the fact that you need to navigate your calling as well. You understand? Orenli katabaya.
I'm here.
What did she? Is that all she said?
Yeah, maybe she's typing. Let's wait.
Okay, let's wait. Can you confirm this? Let's talk more about your calling. Let's wait a bit about your wedding. Your calling. What do you say about that?
What I understood.
But what do you say? When you say understood, are you in agreement with the fact that, yes, it is true, I do have a calling that I need to navigate? Yes or no?
What I've been told about the calling, but I ignored.
Oh, you ignored? Okay. That's why it's happening to your wedding here. That's what's happening to your union between you and your partner. I get it when you want to ride off into the sunset with your partner and act like you don't have this. Okay, sure. Now, this is a lesson. This is a lesson. Nothing will work for you in your union, in your goals that you're trying to achieve if you do not fulfill what you said you will fulfill as per your soul contract. Before you came here, you signed a soul contract. Nzoza la, and njengoba la, nzo engage i-calling yami. Wena so fihlile mo so connectile le dilo tsa mo lefatsheng, you want to ignore. Sure. I'm not tired. It's fine. So that's why I say to you, what is going to happen? You're gonna get to Muti to deal with the problem. Then Wanamakeka are gonna expose you. Muti now and then it's gonna fuck you up. You understand? Why? Because it is them. It is them engaging in giving you a beating because I was using him as the tool.
She's asking, or how do I get assisted?
Alright, set up. Great question. Great question. Now we've got you where we need you. Set up blue, white, yellow candle, 2 cups of water. Right? Like I said now earlier to you about praying, because then they were gonna bring this revelation to you. So very same thing. Blue, white, yellow, 2 cups of water. I've come to understand that me not engaging in my calling is causing me issues within my marriage. And then now I'm realizing the ignorance narrative is not going to work for me anymore. I want to understand deeper. Tell them that you're scared because the reason you're ignoring is because you're scared. You've got preconceived notions of what it will be. Tell them that you're scared. You're not too sure what to expect. You don't know how to navigate. So you want it to be them who come forward to you to show you. And then now you need to do this from purity, not desperation to save your marriage, because it's not going to work. From purity, do you really want to give yourself to this process, right? So you've got one of two choices. Burn in eternal hell here in the physical realm because you're not engaging in accordance to what your soul contract, or burn in what? In eternal bliss. Why? Because wababa vela to connect with the calling, wababa vela to raise vibration, wababa vela to detach yourself from earthly things, wababa vela. It's not easy. So one of two, right? Then you'll tell them, you will give yourself to this process.